welcome back to another ball review. This one is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do things a little bit differently today. There's a couple leagues I want to go over, and then we'll get into, the different format of the video. First, I want to apologize for disappearing for a month and a half, or almost 2 months, I think. I am back, and I am back to making content regularly now. Again, I apologize for that little hiatus, impromptu hiatus. Again, some things were just going on in my personal life that I had to take care of. That always comes first. So, almost forgot. The hair is gone. I am bald. Let me know if you guys like it in the comments. Let me know if you guys like the longer hair or the shorter hair. Yeah, this, like I said, this video is gonna be just a tad bit different. When I recorded the video for the road, I had already thrown the Hustle X-Ray, which is a really strong cover for the core, and I'll talk more about that in the Hustle X-Ray video. But the lanes are pretty beat up, to put it lightly. The houses in this area tend to hook a lot more, but Cherry Bowl is definitely one of the ones that hooks the most. There's a lot of early friction, and there's a lot of friction to the outside. I'm still learning, especially to see it in the moment and when it's going on. And today was the time that I recorded, at the time that I recorded this video, it was one of those days where I definitely just missed it. I know what you guys are also saying, well, why not just film on a different day, go back and film on a different day. I thought about that, and the reason that I'm not going to do that is because I want to be as transparent as possible with you guys. I don't want to make videos and say that, oh, every ball is very good in every single scenario. That's kind of what I want to do, is just kind of go over these shots and kind of talk you through my moves that I made. These are the ball specs and the layout and everything. So let me know if you guys like this format, give you guys a little bit of knowledge, because I do feel like I've learned a lot. I've been around a lot of knowledgeable people and a lot of people who have been around the game for a long time. As always, shout out to Storm, shout out to Coolwick, shout out to Bowler Smart. If you ever are in the Rockford area, feel free to come down to Cherry Bowl. Me, Larry, Justin, and AJ, I'm more than happy to help you guys. Let's get into it. All right, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing the road. Oh my God. Better. All right, so right here, this is where I want to stop at first to kind of talk about. So, like we already mentioned, the ball is slowing down early. And so even though it gets to the spot to the right, because it used so much energy in the front part of the lane to get through the front part of the lane, it has nothing to make it back to the pocket. So in my mind right here, so my move is to move back to the right. I think I moved like 2 or 3 boards back to the right because it hit light. So in my brain, I'm like, well, if I move right, it'll just hit harder. That makes sense. But in this scenario, it's wrong because the ball is reading early. So instead of reading left to right here, I should have been reading front to back. Me and my friend Kevin have talked a lot about that. Kev, you know what I'm talking about. We talked a lot about reading the lanes front to back instead of left to right, especially as beginners. It'll help you see moves and make the correct moves and ball changes a lot earlier and a lot quicker than other people who read it left to right. Not saying that reading left to right is a bad thing necessarily, but a lot of the times you want to make sure that you're paying attention to, from the time the ball comes off of your hand until the time the ball hits the pins, you should be looking at what it's doing on the lane. So yeah, that's the way to start off the video. This was a move based on the house that I'm bowling in currently, which is Cherry Bowl. Typically, most of the time you can move to the left, and because there's more oil in the middle part of the lane, you typically have to throw it slower or it'll miss the spot down lane. So again, wrong move. If I throw it fast, it misses the break point. So there, I moved back to the right. I'm like, well, if I throw it, 18, 19 miles per hour, it'll make it to the pocket and I'll strike. I typically throw around 16.5 to 17.5. Anywhere in there is my comfortable range, if you will. So even though my big head blocked the shot, I moved back to my original spot, and I was like, well, if I keep, you know, same speed, 18 to 19, and I'm in the original spot that I was in, I should hit the pocket. And the reason that I'm showing you all of these shots, I know I'm not the only one that, you know, this happens to. I'm not the only one that, you know, will go through this or have a league night like this and be like, man, I have no idea what I need to do. Like, I've moved left, I moved right, I've thrown it fast, I've thrown it slow. That's to kind of talk you through to, you know, of what my mind is going through, and kind of, you know, let you guys know that if you guys are, you know, doing these same things, that one, you know, should be making a different decision, me too included, but, you know, kind of to show you guys that nobody's perfect. I don't know what this ball wants me to do with it right now. That's probably the best a shot has looked this whole video, honestly. But I moved back to the left. I threw at normal speed, about 16 and a half to 17 and a half, and it looked okay. It didn't finish through the pins completely. What that tells me is, you know, especially, you know, hindsight is 2020. Seeing it now is that I would have had to throw this ball almost perfect to get it to strike, you know, more than once in a row. And so there, you see, I go to a cleaner ball because I did bring the journey to compare to the road. I go to a cleaner ball. The cover is still kind of strong, but definitely not as strong as the road is. I go to a cleaner ball, and it makes it through the fronts a lot easier, and it has enough energy. It retains more than enough energy to make it on the back end. See, it chops the 10 out. We've moved now from lane 9 to lane 10. Lane 10 is fresh. It's a house shot, but it is fresh. I mean, honestly, I don't really have to say much. I can just let the rest of this video play out, and you can see. I'm pretty sure I've already started, you know, the whole game process. And yeah, I'll just let you watch from here, because I feel like I've said enough, and I've, you know, educated enough to the point to where you guys can kind of get a gist of what's going on and kind of what to look for, what not to look for. So I'll let the rest of this play out. I'm pretty sure this is the part where I shoot a full game with it. Shim. Of course that strikes. But this goes to show you that lane conditions really do matter. Shim, because I couldn't find the pocket on that lane with this ball. And we pull it in. Oh my God. Better. That was really slow.